Mixed Mornings.
The Department of Health on Monday reported 5 additional deaths in New Mexico related to COVID-19. Among these deaths was a female in her 60s from Roosevelt County. The individual was hospitalized and had underlying conditions. The number of deaths in New Mexico residents related to COVID-19 is now 440. New Mexico has now had a total of 9,845 positive tests for the virus. According to a press release, district courts will resume jury trials beginning this week in the 9th Judicial District of Curry and Roosevelt counties. Jury trials will restart as well in magistrate courts in the 2 counties in July. The district court in Roosevelt County started a jury selection yesterday for a trial. The district court in Curry County will begin jury selections next week. To help limit the number of people in courthouses, district and magistrate courts will continue to use audio-video conferencing to conduct hearings and most other non-jury proceedings. Lawyers and self-represented litigants can file case documents electronically rather than visiting a courthouse. Jury trials can resume on a district-by-district basis between June 15th and July 15th, subject to approval by the Supreme Court of plans by courts for protecting the public health and safety as courthouse operations expand. The Quezon reported a recent report by New Mexico Economic Development Department showed the number of jobless claims in Quay County rose from fewer than 20 during the second quarter of fiscal year 2020 from October to December to more than 100 in the fiscal year's quarter, an increase of more than 500% from January to March. A man was shot Monday night as protesters in New Mexico's largest city tried to tear down a bronze statue of a Spanish conquistador outside the Albuquerque Museum, prompting the city to announce the statue would be removed until officials determine the next step. The man was taken to a hospital and was listed in critical but stable condition late Monday. Xcel Energy has announced the completion of the 3-year-long efforts to build a 240-mile superhighway for high-voltage electricity transmission between West Texas and southeastern New Mexico, in a major achievement of Xcel's Power for the Plains Grid Enhancement Initiative, transporting a more reliable, abundant, and affordable electricity supply to boost economic prospects in both states. Known as the TUCO to China Draw Project, the new 345 kilovolt transmission line runs between the TUCO substation north of Abernathy, Texas, in the heart of the South Plains agriculture and oil industries, and the China Draw substation southeast of Carlsbad. The state Supreme Court issued an order requiring plea and settlement agreements no longer than 5 days before the selection of a jury or the start of a non-jury trial before a judge in a criminal or civil case. The plea and settlement deadline becomes effective for cases in which a jury selection or bench trial is scheduled to begin on or after July 1st. The deadline will remain in place until the court withdraws or changes it by issuing a future order. The court also issued an order updating procedures for both health screening of all people seeking to enter the courthouses. The order reflects the practices that courts have implemented in recent weeks in response to the evolving guidelines and recommendations from public health authorities to help control the spread of COVID-19. Under the order, anyone wishing to enter a courthouse must undergo a temperature check and answer questions to determine whether they exhibit possible symptoms of the virus. People with a temperature of 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or higher will be denied entry into the courthouse or other judicial facilities. Courts also will maintain a log of people entering a courthouse, including judges and court employees, to help in contact tracing in the event a court visitor later tests positive for the virus. This month, United Ways will be raising money and donations for their annual diaper drive. United Way will be shooting for a goal of providing 35,000 diapers to Curry and Roosevelt County diaper banks. Diapers will be shared among Lighthouse, MAT 25, Pregnancy Resource Center, and in Portales, St. Vincent de Paul, and FUMC charities. Leading Republican legislatures in New Mexico say they won't stand in the way of initiatives to require police body cameras and prohibit chokeholds. Lawmakers are preparing for a special session on Thursday to rewrite the state budget amid a rapid decline in estimated state government income and to consider possible reforms on policing and emergency election procedures. Republican House Minority Leader Jim Townsend and Rob Montoya said Monday that most public safety agencies in New Mexico already prohibit chokeholds, and they voiced qualified support for mandatory police body cameras.